Live every night on the Halos in the Infield Baseball Network.
Think about it. We'll get into everything that we're going to get into as we go along, but I got to rant real quick. But why would you throw out an inexperienced pitcher in a game you're still close in? And I don't care what the record is. You show up for a fucking rivalry game. But he's actually talking to him constantly. That is a sign of a really, really good coach.
It's the ToddFox postgame podcast with your host, ToddFox.
Because the only thing I want to yell is fuck! Hey, welcome into another episode of the Halos in the Infield postgame show with your host here, ToddFox, as we start another week out of Angels baseball here on a Monday. Hope all is well. And one thing I got to say is light that baby up, baby. We got the first win, to even up the road series now at 2-2 after we left the Ohio team. Now it's on to freaking Baltimore in a series which was undoubtedly going to be a tough one. I don't think we saw the best of Baltimore by no means tonight, so we'll take it though. 9 runs scored tonight, a lot of hits tonight, 17 in all actuality. So we're going to get into all that was good and bad in this game. And but first we got to say 714 tickets, 714 tickets. Yes, 714 tickets is the place to go if you want to go to an Angel game, Lakers game. Hopefully they get eliminated soon. Or if you want to go to any other concert, whatever, local or out of state, you can get it through 714 tickets at 10% off by just using Halos in the Infield, which is HEDI abbreviated in the Apply Now code at checkout. Now, with that being said, moving forward, real quick announcement before we get into the game 2. Noble Brewing and the Angels are our partner now, and so we're going to have exciting news about coming up here with an commercial / on our page about the benefits of going to Noble Brewery before an Angel game instead of going across the street to freaking Carl Strauss or to the other place over there that didn't want to partner with us. Noble Brewing is 10 minutes away, and it's free parking. And I'll let you know how you can park for free instead of paying already $20. Also, one other quick note for your the ticket prices are now out for the game on July 1st, which would be it's look, I'm telling you, you're going to get a package deal with these tickets, and they're in a good section. So we'll wait to a part in the show where I can get into it, or we'll just wait to the commercial because that's going to be coming here pretty soon as well. So with that being said, let's jump into it. The Angels win 9-5, a lot of runs being scored, the majority of which before the 6th inning. So again, that it is what it is. It does worry me a little bit that they kind of stop scoring at times, but getting 9 runs, you should win. And but you can't trust anything right now as far as the bullpen's concerned and how Nevin uses it. So, but enough of the negative stuff. Ohtani goes to 5-1. He Ohtani's his way to 5-1. His ERA is now 3.23. It didn't look all that great in the second and third inning because he gave up two-run shots. So let's talk about that real quick. And what happened here in the game and how they scored. Adam Frazier would have a 2-run homer after the Angels got one. They couldn't hold the lead for very much longer. It was a 2-run shot by Adam Frazier. Gio Urshela gave the double to score in Ohtani and Theis, and it would be 3-2 Angels before Anthony Santander homers his 6th time of the year. Adley Rashman scores on the home run. It was 4-3. And then Chad Wallach homers his 3rd time already in limited playing time on a 3-1 count. And it tied the ball game up there in the 4th. But then Shohei Ohtani just almost hit the barbecuer with that big 3-run blast to make it 7-4 to help his own cause. And boy, does he do that a lot when he pitches, for himself. And then also you had a triple for Ohtani, who drove in another run to make it 8-4. Or 9-4 after that because they had gotten another RBI on that one. And then Cedric Mullins blasted a solo shot, and that was all the scoring right there. But let's look over what Shohei did in the for the lineup, or the lineup in general. 2 hits and 6 at-bats for Ward tonight, but he did strike out twice. You had Trout go 2 for 5, so that was nice. He got a walk as well. So, again, you don't need him with the flashy, gaudy numbers, but if he gets on 2 times or even 3 times like he did tonight, he was great. Shohei Ohtani, what more can you say? A double shy of the cycle. He had 4 hits tonight, 2 singles, a triple, and a home run, 3 RBIs, and a walk in 5 total at bats. Also, Renfroe 2 for 5, but he keeps swinging at that nasty slider in the dirt. That's kind of concerning for me. He left 5 men on base, by the way. 2 strikeouts, which led to that. Theis, all you need from your catcher. I don't care if he goes 1 for 4. That's fine. It's okay. 1 for 4, that's fine. I don't like the strikeouts, but hey, those are still 1 for 4. I'll take that from a catcher. Urshela got back on track, 2 for 4 tonight. Renifo got a hit, and then Chad Wallach. What can you say about Chad Wallach? And 3 for 5 tonight, a home run, raises his average to 314. We have 2 catchers, people, that are batting 288 and higher. I mean, dude, I didn't think we can get one that was going to bat 240. So for right now, I know it's only 41 games into the season, but I'm loving it. I'm like McDonald's with the catchers. I'm loving it. Zach Neto, again, continues to impress with his glove. He's not a freaking squid where that's all he has is his glove. He can swing the bat too, and he got another sacrifice RBI tonight, so I'm fine with an 0 for 4, but he got a sacrifice. Again, that's all you need. You just need some sort of production. Even if the guy goes hitless, but did he walk? Did he get a sacrifice? Stuff like that. That's what you need. You need productive outs. This is why the offense looks so much better from last year, because last year, you remember, it was strikeout, 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 maybe pop out, maybe sacrifice here and there, strikeout, strikeout, strikeout. And the thing is, those aren't productive outs. Every time you strike out, you're not putting the ball in play. You're not moving guys over. You're not trying to get a sacrifice. You know, there's productive outs out there. You got to put the bat in the ball. You got to make contact any way you can, and good things will happen. So I think this year the Angels are focused in a little bit better, and they got still left 11 guys on base tonight. But I mean, he had 17 hits, 9 runs. What more can you ask for? Davinsky out of the bullpen, a little shaky, but he got out of a jam. An inning pitch, 2 hits allowed, but he did get a strikeout. Moore looked impressive in the 9th. But Shohei Ohtani, 7 innings pitched, 5 earned runs, 5 runs allowed, 4 hits, and 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. But he didn't throw too many pitches, but he had an effective game. And again, if you pitch over 6 innings, that's a quality start. That's another quality start for Shohei Ohtani. If he didn't have the 2 blown games by the bullpen, the rain out, we could be sitting at an 8-1 record right now, but we'll take it, 5-1. I mean, last year he probably would have been 2-1 with all the no decisions from the crappy team last year for the Angels as far as their lineup. We're going to go with, let's see. Okay, now, so I got my award winners for tonight. It's not all what you think it would be. Well, yeah, it is. We're gonna go with our boy here. Let's just get into the awards then for the Stamos tonight, because I love what I saw from this team straight up. So let's go with the Stamos Award, which is the best player on the field, and I think you know who it is. It's kind of hard, well, in my pants, but it's kind of hard to think of somebody else than Shohei Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani. Show me your Ohtani, Shohei. Because Shohei had a 4 for 5 night, including a walk, and he also had 2 singles, a triple, and a home run. A home run that almost made it through the queue and the barbecue out there in right center field. The Angels blasted their way to a 9-5 win because Shohei Ohtani is the greatest showman out there, and you can smell him when he comes to the stadium, because I could see those pecs flexing in the wind as he comes into the stadium looking like he's going to pound the rock. I wish he would pound my rock like John Stamos, but that's a story for another day. This is the Roger Lodge Stamos Award. He gets it because of not only of his big bat. We all know he has a big bat. The ladies know he has a big bat. I would like to see that big bat being Roger Lodge. And then also Ohtani on the mound. Ohtani was 7 innings, 4 hits allowed, 5 runs, but that doesn't matter because he got the win. And he surrendered 3 home runs tonight, so that's not that great. But he still gets the Stamos because he pitched and he hit his way to a victory tonight. Go John Stamos and go Shohei Ohtani. And now for the Nacho Night for worst player on the field.
All the chips, all the cheese, all the refried beans, all the onion and tomato and the guacamole, all the beef and jalapeno and the sour cream, all the nachos.
So the worst player on the field, I think it's easy to see. Just look at his counterpart right here. Grayson Rodriguez, the youngster, takes his first loss of the season. He gave up 8 runs on 9 hits, 3 1/3 pitched, all earned, 3 walks. He did have 3 strikeouts. The kid can throw about 100 miles per hour, so that's not bad. But in the last 2 starts, he's been lit up. He was lit up by Kansas City and now the Angels. His ERA now balloons to 6.57 for the season, but he takes the loss 2-1 on the night, so he gets the nachos. Rodriguez was beat around a little bit. You could think Mountcastle, but he only left 2 men on base. He went 0 for 4. But give it to Grayson Rodriguez. I mean, he blew up the Angels and helped them put up some crooked numbers rather early in this one. Let's hope that they save some of that offense for tomorrow and the rest of the series because they're going to need it with the pitching matchups that I'll reveal in a little bit. So, with that being said, again, this was a nice win for the Angels, but they've done what they've done the last few series, which is win the opener. Now let's do that thing called win more than once and win 2 in a row, maybe 3 in a row, and you could start a winning streak, right, manager?
All right, you guys, let's listen up. We won a game yesterday. If we win one today, that's 2 in a row. We win one tomorrow, that's called a winning streak.
Exactly, and then you'll be
wow, winning.
So we gotta start by winning tomorrow and then the next day, and then we could be on a winning streak. So let's get to the comments. Sean says W. Kroomskar says light that baby up. We can beat the O's, but not the state of to the neighbors. My state to the east. What the hell, Angels? Come on now. Fernando says prendelo, and I know I didn't say it right. Hunter, my boy. When are we going to get you back here in the studio? A lot of people have been wanting you to come back in, including myself. And we talk to your pops about when there's a good day and you're not playing a triple header. You can come in here and join me for a post game or two. James says Ohtani is the unicorn. He sure is. And one day he'll be the GOAT. But right now he's the unicorn. Kroomskar says even Ohtani and his 3+ ERA, Matt Wise, is the problem. Save on parking, that's a noble idea. See, I like what he did right there. Grillmaster says, we won? Are you talking about JT Schmitz when you said the other place? No, JT Schmitz is not the place. It's, what is it called? The brewery, not Brewery X. It's the other one next to Carl Strauss. I'm Golden Brewery. We couldn't partner with them because they're stressing out over that Dylan Mulvaney thing, and they don't want to partner with anybody. They don't want any kind of bad press, and that's just what they told us straight up. Like, they were all in. Their managers and general managers wanted us there. Anheuser-Busch is the parent company. They said no on anything. Their social media is literally frozen, so it's not our fault. Johnny says Wallach should be the everyday catcher. No excuses. He can never be the everyday catcher because we coddle our players, and the honk that Nevin will be like, you played yesterday, you're off tomorrow. He had 3 hits today, right? He's not going to play tomorrow. I almost guarantee it. Fabio says, would you be okay with Ohtani giving up more runs but being more efficient and going deeper into games while having better offensive numbers productively? Yes, if he doesn't have to throw 114 pitches to get through the 5th inning and he has like 15 strikeouts by then, yes, in a 2-0 game. But like if he's like maybe giving up 4 runs by then, maybe even 5 like today, but the Angels have put up 7 or 8, and he's lasting late in the game. Hell yeah, it saves our bullpen. Our bullpen looks much, much better. Chad Wallach continues to impress. He does, and for a guy, I hope that he's turned the corner. I hope that he knows now what it takes to stay in the major leagues, and I hope that he's holding on to this with all dear life because, again, he looks intimidating in the box. And if he can continue to hit like this, and with the lineup getting better, again, Anthony Rendon is on a 10-day IL, but let's just say he gets healthy, starts hitting again. Jared Walsh should be in the lineup by the homestand, hopefully. He gets in the lineup. Guys like Wallach and Theis and Neto and Ward are going to see better pitches. And now's the time to keep your position and keep hitting hot. Urshela's going to get pitches to hit. Freaking Renifo's going to get pitches to hit. now's the time that if you want playing time, you get those hits, man. You hustle it out. You work those walks. You will see playing time. Grillmaster says, what's with a take on using Matt Moore in the ninth inning? Frankly, I did not like that. So if we scored a run or two, I'd use Tucker Davidson to get some work because we would have been up by 5. Exactly. You don't necessarily need him in that situation because it's like Fernando said on their podcast that if you haven't checked it out, check out him and James. They did a podcast the other day and they wrapped up the series with Ohio. And one of the concerns that Fernando had was that he's already pitched about almost 20 innings. And, he'll go over what he pitched all of last year, which was about 70-something, he said. So that's where Fernando's a little bit, little leery on that. But that has to do with the fact that we lost Quijada. It has to do with the fact that we've lost a couple other bullpen pieces. We don't have everyone's favorite Loopy out there. So he's getting more innings. But still, I could see Fernando's point. So, yeah, a Grillmaster, I would have much rather in a non-save situation. Remember, over 3 runs is not a save situation. So you easily could have brought in Tucker Davidson. See, so on games, and I'm glad you brought that out, Grill, on games that we even win, we're still questioning either Matt Wise, whether it's his decision, or Phil Nevin as far as the bullpen, because they could have easily given more. If they're so worried about the stress level and the usage of Matt Moore, he could have had a second night off, and this night would have been justified other than the other one. Let's see. Grillmaster says, now watch Moore not be available tomorrow. Exactly. XNC says, Ohtani needs to use more of his splitter when facing left-handed batters. I feel that's what they figured out instead of his sweeper. Yes, and XNC, you should have seen all the messages I got from people. Marty Boylan, a few others in there. Patrick was hitting me up saying, dude, he threw another sweeper right there and it got crushed. You guys are seeing it. They should change it up a little bit because, yes, you're right. His split finger is devastating. And for some reason, he likes to go with that sweeper against the lefty. So I don't know if that's his call or if that's the particular catcher's call, thinking that's one of his sweet pitches in that situation. But I'm with you guys. Because those are primarily the ones he's been giving up home runs on. What was Roger Lodge's reaction to Ohtani's first blast? Well, it was like this. It was Roger going, oh, that's a long, deep drive to James. Get that highlight and play it. He was just honking his honk. Grillmaster also said Moore threw only 13 pitches. Josh chimes in with balls, and more balls, and also John Stamos.
Tonight, it's time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and John Stamos.
And Alex checks in with Ohtani. Grillmaster says the beautiful Chad Nain Wallach also home run tonight again. So there you go. Like me, Wallach is a total Chad. Oh, stop it. Balls, and Shohei Ohtani.
I was pretty cocky. I want balls and John Stamos.
XNC says Matt Theis, a.k.a. the Dude, had a great defensive game at first base. Yeah, you know what? That throw by Neto in the hole was great, all right? That was an awesome throw off his back foot. And then the fact that Theis, not known for his first baseman stuff over there, leaned out and made a toe-tapping first baseman splits catch on a throw that wasn't exactly accurate, but oh my gosh. That's nice. Of all the last few games that we've had where we've had a lot of defensive mistakes and miscues, tonight was the opposite. You had a lot of good defense out there by the Angels, so kudos to them tonight. XNC says, David says, what do you think of Livan Soto's promotion? Now, again, David, I love the way he finished last year. He's had a Phil Nevin start towards this season, though. He was in Double-A with the Trash Pandas, only batting 190. So I hope that he comes up here and he has the same kind of mentality he did at the end of last year. He could be a nice little piece, late inning addition. His defense is pretty darn good, but you don't really need him as a defensive replacement. But in the next 10 days to use him on and off, or maybe giving a guy like Urshela the day off and then playing Soto at third or at second. It could happen. So we'll see what happens. But I do like Soto. I do like him. And it could be an audition for a trade piece too, because I think he's done a lot in the minor leagues to where, and he has a resume now with what he did last year. And if he comes up here, does that, or he doesn't have to hit, because remember, he almost hit 400 last year in the month and a half that he was up here. So if he comes up in this week and maybe goes, 3 for 10, I think that's good for and he goes back down after Rendon comes up, because let's just face it, he'll only get maybe 2 starts at best. So if he gets 2 starts and a pinch hit here and there, and let's just say he goes 3 for 10, that helps raise his expectations and his trade value, because then other teams are going to look at him and say, well, you know what? Every time he's called upon to come up in the majors, he does pretty good. Let's take a flyer on him. Let's ask for him, and maybe we'll give something back with that Adele trade or whatever. 'Cause I'm almost guaranteeing Adele's gone. He's going to be on another team. Bittersweet feeling for Ohtani not hitting for the cycle, Hayes says. Well, you know what that would have won us? That would have won us another bobblehead. That would have got us a bobblehead right there, because, every time Ohtani does anything, he's like the 13 strikeout bobblehead. He got that. He got the cycle bobblehead. Was that last year or this year? So, I mean, if he would have got another cycle, it would have been another cycle bobblehead. So, again, fill up on your bobbleheads. Also, he said, I would have rather seen him do that. However, Matt Grandmaster says, statistically, Todd, Ohtani did not get a quality start. You give up 3 runs or less. Shohei gave up 5, but still another solid. No, statistically, actually, he did. Anytime you can go 6 or 7 innings, that's a quality start. So, again, yeah, you would like for it to be around three runs or less, but, hey, man, getting into the 7th inning and you have a 4-run lead, that's good. Break history in Angels Stadium, not on the road. That's what Hayes wants. Update, Rendon's water is broken, so much that it's flooded. The house is flooded. Well, if his water is breaking, it's only a matter of time before he pushes out that baby. Texas getting destroyed by the Braves 8-0. The Astros had a 4-0 lead, and it's now tied at 4. So it could be a good night in the standings, is what Rally Chris is trying to say right there. So, yeah.
Smart thinking.
Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Robert checks in with my boy Robert here, says, I'll take the win, but damn, you want $50 to $60 million a year, need to get that pitching on the East Coast in check. And you know what, Robert? That's a good point. As good as Shohei Ohtani is, and we know how good he is, East Coast pitching, if you guys are stat whizzes and stuff like that and love looking things up, there are sites that will post what he does against certain teams, whether it's the East Coast in general. But I would literally look up what his ERA is against the American League East and get back to me on that one. So, meaning I don't see him going to the Yankees. I mean, as much as his agent appears to be super money hungry, I know his agent's going to tell him, hey, pause real quick. If you have any thoughts of going to the Mets or the Yankees, hold on a second. Because, again, humidity kicks up in those East Coast cities like Baltimore. He sweats as much as freaking Dylan Bundy, if you remember that. And, Shohei struggles in Yankee Stadium when it's that hot. He's had 2 horrific starts in Yankee Stadium. So, again, it's going to be one of those things where it's West Coast or nothing, I think, for Shohei. Nacho Knight goes to Loop. Hayes has a favorite. Mountcastle for Nacho Knight. How about Urshela? Urshela had a nice bounce-back day. Doy says 7 innings pitched, 4 hits allowed is pretty good. It gets and is the home run that gets Ohtani. Exactly. Halos Forever says that. Mickey O says Ohtani has the strangest pitching lines. He has relatively high ERA the last few games, but his whip is less than 1 throughout. Hitters just are not missing his sweeper over the plate. Exactly. That's his weakest pitch, but he seems to be throwing it a little bit more than we want. Kroomskar says Nevin is going to probably screw up the rest of the series by using Loop both nights. He's not even back from the IL yet. See, Grillmaster says I want to go on the show. Well, you'd have to come over first. See, we can beat the O's, not the Stros, Trouter here says. And unfortunately, you're correct on that one. First pitch to Ohtani is absolutely annihilated to right field and gone. 3-run homer. Ohtani gives the Angels a 7-4 lead here in the 4th. Juan says, here we go. Here we again. Angels winning the first game of the series just to make us believe this team is good. Hunter says, I'll come by any day, Todd, the GOAT. Oh, thank you, my man. Yeah, anytime you want to, let me know, or your dad, hit me up, and we'll have you in here, bro, for sure. Everyday catcher Theis provides a lefty bat, and it's catcher. It's a switch hitting position because of his energy. Theis has been playing good. He sure has. Hunter also says, just an option. I don't know who you are, so he's agreeing with him. Ohtani by Mateo. Krumskar says Angels need 2 solid relievers to replace the newly departed Tepera and to replace Loop, who should be on the team to replace Loop and his and this team should be a 90-win team. Well, you know what? If they get rid of Loop as well, it's almost one of those things where it's bound to happen. It's got to happen because I thought Tepera and him would be as good as gold for the rest of the year. But if they're able to eat that $5 million with Loop still remaining, or not Loop, Tepera on his contract, they should be able to eat Loops too. I mean, come on, Fruit Loops. Got to get him out of here. Yes, the split would be great, 2 out of 4. Krumskar says, hopefully Nacho Nevin doesn't show up the rest of the series. Yeah, because had he showed up this series, or at least this first game, that would have been a perfect 3 in a row. He's gotten 2 in a row. Splitters cause blisters, and he keeps getting them when he's throwing it. So Nah-Man says that's why he's staying away from the splitters. Grillmaster says, prediction, more not available tomorrow because Nevin logic. Sean says using Davidson too close is a terrible idea. He has a role, and we're being honest. Something has changed with the bullpen because it seems like people have roles in the pen. Well, I hope so, Sean. But who would you guys would have put out there in the 8th inning? Okay, so if you guys don't think it's Tucker Davidson, is it Jaime? Is it Herget? Who would you put out right there to clean up that last inning? My mom said I could possibly come next week or the week after. Not official, though. Okay, Hunter, we'll keep that in mind, all right? Doy says, Theis looking good at first base. He sure was tonight. And the ball game is over alongside Erica West and Mark Gubazaw and everyone here from Bally Sports West. So long from Baltimore. I'm telling you, Mateo, go to Audacity. It's a free app. And download yourself saying that and send it to me, and we'll put it to some background video, and we'll see what you sound like and what it looks like. Wait, across home plate. Which way do I go now, Matt Theis? Yeah, Matt Theis is probably like, I'm so wasted. After I score, bro, where do I go? I can't see the dugout. Trout, can you Trout, I'll run to your voice. Start screaming my name, yeah? Start screaming my name. Also, Theis is turning into a really good hitter. He is, James, which is shocking. I never thought I'd put good hitter and Theis in the same sentence. I think the reason why the defense is good is because the offense gave them a spark, Hunter says. Well, that and they're probably working a little bit harder on fundamentals, actually. Please give us a like in a 5-star review. Mac Grillmaster says, yes, hit the like button if you can and the notification bell. We'd really like that. Hope the Angels win tomorrow and the Lakers still game 1 in Denver for those chicken nuggets. Nope, Rally Chris, I'm all against you on that.
No, God! No, God!
I'm so sick of the Lakers. I'm sorry if I offend any Laker fans, but I'm tired of them. And only one reason why, La Bum, La Flop, La Queen. I'm tired of that guy. The quicker he's out of the playoffs and he loses, the better everyone is for it. So I'm sorry. That's just my take. If you don't like me for it, I apologize. Bro Adele is the GOAT of the minors. He sure is, Hunter. He's a 4A guy right now. Josh says, playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me?
Trade Soto back to the Braves for some pitching. Yeah, let's get Chavez back so he could suck. Fernando says, Ohtani took a crap bobblehead. Ohtani took a cold or has a cold bobblehead. Ohtani stubbed his toe bobblehead. Ohtani load management day bobblehead. And it wouldn't surprise me. And the other thing is, too, I'm surprised that the Angels brass hasn't come up with a children's book with Ohtani. And now hear me out. It's nothing bad on Ohtani making a children's book. I just think it would be a great idea. Give it to kids. Show Ohtani like as a cartoon Ohtani version of himself, talking to other cartoon version kids of all ages and all creeds. and riding a magical school bus or doing something crazy like flying a spaceship full of kids and hitting home runs to kill aliens, hell, I'd read it myself. But that's a great idea. You can have a little coloring. It could be a coloring book too. It could be a story and a coloring book that you pass out to the kids. There you go. See, why doesn't the Angels brass hire me for PR stuff? I could totally make this team actually relevant to the fans. Just saying. That's only a little rant. But Fernando got me thinking about stuff. Man says, Ohtani, Halos Forever says he will be a Giant or a Mariner. Dude, I would take that. If he has to leave, I would take him going to the Giants. I would even accept him, even though they're in our division, going to the Mariners or the Padres, as long as he doesn't go to that freaking devil-worshipping team to the north of the 5. I can't go with that. I can't see him there. I don't know if I could still be a fan of anything if that happens. MT says, great game, struggled through the first 4 innings, but what a tie-breaking 454-foot home run. Yeah, I was crushed. I wanted it to get over that fence so bad and into that barbecue. That was awesome. I think controlling the negative. If it had won, he's trolling right there. Ohtani has a 27 ERA versus the Yankees, 252 against the Red Sox, 145 against the Rays, 332 against the Blue Jays, 675 against the Orioles. But against the Red Sox, I don't know if that's in Boston. Check that one out now, man. But I do know that the Rays is indoors, so that helps. But notice the Jays, or notice the Orioles and the Yankees. And those are 2 humid places. Boston can kind of get away with it because he's pitched there when it's not so hot. He's always pitched there earlier in the season like he did this season. But I'm telling you, ball was flying tonight, MT. Yes, it was. Jacob says Hunter and the grand slam last night in the tournament, or he hit one. That's awesome. See, I love that, Jacob. I think you're his uncle, right? And you're over there bragging for him. Hunter hit it, and he's not even bragging himself. So I love that. Humble. Stay humble, Hunter. Has Ohtani's ball landed yet? I think it has. Anna says, yay, the Angels won. She's all, let's see, where is it? I got to find that one real quick. No, it's not the suckiest. She's all. Also, Fernando's so correct. However, the entire Pacific Rim, Jim says, trolls eBay for them and shells out the big money. So have them for the Heaty fundraiser. Exactly. I already got a couple ready for the Heaty fundraiser. Johnny B. Good says, hopefully not 1 step forward and 2 steps back. So meaning we got to win one of these next 2 games, not take an L before that, and get on a nice little streak. Let's see. Justin Option says, damn, you have the exact same feeling I do about that guy. Halos Forever says, I agree with you, Todd. I hate LeBron. Will be the Celtics. NBA wants to have the championship tiebreaker. I don't know about that, man. I think they want the Lakers to get that tiebreaker myself, but they are scripting it either to be the Lakers or the Celtics, or Lakers and the Heat, so that the Heat can fall over and roll over for LeBron and all the other guys. It's so phony, man. The NBA is just not my sport that I used to love. I used to love watching basketball. Not no more. Last 5 years has just turned me off. Boo Todd, sorry, Lakers ain't losing the series. We'll see about that, Rally Chris. We got to bet on that one. We got to bet. What's the site where I can record my voice? It's called Audacity. It's a free app you can get on your computer. You can get it on your phone. Record your voice. I'm telling you, send it to me on email or through something else, and I'll put it to some video for you, man. I've been dying for you to get that on there so we could, because you keep putting these home run calls and stuff on here, final inning stuff. Might as well see what you sound like. Orioles fan was loving Ohtani tonight. That's right. MT was there tonight. So, yeah. See if you got yourself on TV, or you can send a picture of yourself, and we'll post it. Fernando says, did Todd just say that he would be a better PR person than Hannah? Yes, I said it, damn it. Yes, I did. I think I can. I think you can, Fernando, too. You've had better ideas in your, like in your sleep than she has in an entire 7-hour freaking, what is it called? When you're sitting there trying to script up stuff, or you're trying to, thinking session. God, why can't I talk right now?
How dare you?
I know. I got to work on my stuff. Rendon Tampa. Rendon Tampa on bobblehead. And I got to say this real quick. Since we've started this podcast, especially 3 years ago, me and Fernando, and it's ballooned into the people we have around it now. Like literally, we were starting to say that, hey man, maybe it's that time of the month. Rendon's got to take some time off. I mean, we were starting to say that, and now I'm seeing that pop up on Twitter, Facebook, on even some TikToks. It's like people are. Doesn't matter what injury Rendon really has, they always go to his private area, and it's like, oops, I think we started something there. James Lelou says, look at Joe Adele to be showcased from the major league level soon. Yes, he's got 12 home runs down there. Jacob says, I told my wife that Ohtani needs to star in the kids movie about baseball, grow the sport, and the kids would love it. Dude, another great idea, Jacob. You know, there hasn't been too many, because they've been making everything superhero movies. I mean, Hollywood doesn't have an original thought in their freaking brain that maybe another sport movie not involving any kind of politics or race and just make it a kids movie like Sandlot would be great. And you can have a Shohei Ohtani, like a kid possesses Shohei Ohtani's brain or something. They switch like a what is it called? Freaky Friday. They switch places. Ohtani's now a 10-year-old kid. The 10-year-old kid's Shohei Ohtani. Something like that. I mean, dude, the international box office on that would be amazing. You put him in anything acting. I mean, look at that moisturizer stuff he's pitching. I mean, it's blowing up all around the world, but imagine him doing something like that, making a movie, and you could do that in the offseason, especially with the Angels continually missing the playoffs. But he could have already made like 2 or 3 of those kind of movies. He would have been great. It would have been awesome. Man, I'm telling you. Let's see. Todd, deal or no deal. The Angels win 2 World Series over the next 8 years, but you never get to see a foot or toss ever again. Screw you, Fernando. Screw you.
How dare you?
That would cause me a lot of
emotional damage.
I would literally. But I'll tell you this, though. Not too. Look, if they get Ohtani back and we have a new owner, 2 years, I'll double down on it. I will never look at a foot again. Ever. I think they could do it. But we would need a new owner. With this owner, nah, I don't see it. I'm sorry. Hunter says, that's my best friend's dad. Oh, okay. There you go. I thought he was your uncle. My bad. Mateo says, James, can you play that Ohtani home run again? Oh, James. I'm not James. Yes, you are James. You'll forever be James. Not Uncle Leffela, kid's best friend, kid's father's best friends, I guess practically like an uncle. Well, there you go. You're like a, what's that called again? Godfather. Let's see. If Phillips gets DFA'd, he can hand out the hat to Hunter's team. There you go. Give him a job somewhere, right? JT says the good thing about Ohtani is that he usually lasts a long time. I'm going to leave that one alone. Infinite One says, are the 05 White Sox still leading the league with 1 game? Yes, they are. At this moment, the 2005 White Sox are still playing. Paul Konerko, A.J. Brzezinski, Juan Uribe, and let's see, who else was on the team? I think they had Seeley, or Sale, Chris Sale, and I'm trying to remember the other pitchers. But yes, they are still leading the league in 1-run games. NBA hasn't been the same since 2010 for me. I totally agree. Todd and James bobblehead night giveaway July 1st tailgate. Absolutely. Boy, we got some news. We got some news, people, for July 1st. And it's a long time coming. We're gonna put that out for all of you because we got a deal for you guys. Also, MT says, I have to admit, seeing live at Baltimore, Anaheim Stadium is much better. Oh, really? Really? Okay. Are you going to be there tomorrow? Because I would love for you to take some video. I know Fernando might be there, so you might be able to run into him as well. NBA is like soccer, so much actors. Halos forever? I totally agree. They flop so much. Tapera should have gotten your DFA bobblehead. Yeah, the red card in his freaking locker. Nuggets in 5, Mateo says. I hope so. Big 20 says hi. Angel fan calling Tapera out to be. Exactly, MT. Big 20 says, nah, Lakers. Shohei Ohtani has the ERA of 4.25 against the AL East over his career. Yes, it's very average against the AL East. He's pretty good against the Central, and he's fairly decent to pretty damn good against the West, except that one team called Houston. Angel fans were booing Tapera during pregame, MT says. Sean says, my we'll see. Watched the Angels game where Rendon hit a homer, and she asked me when they start letting girls play in the baseball. Ooh.
You play ball like a girl!
Also, Hunter says, I would rather have the Angels win 3 than 2 to have to leave Baltimore with a win. Well, yeah, absolutely. If you win the series, but man, they got a lot of work to do, dude. I mean, look, again, we threw our best pitcher, and he gave up 3 home runs tonight. So what's the rest of this team going to do? So hopefully the Angels can turn it around. Big 20 says, yes, sir. MT says, how do I upload Ohtani's home run? There's a way to do it. There's a app. It's real quick. Let's see. Hold on. Because I got it on my phone. That's how sometimes I'm able to get those videos on the site real quick. I might as well. It's called Instagram Saver. So if you download Instagram Saver, I mean, it's really cool because you find a video that you like, especially on Instagram or anywhere else, most of it Instagram, and you right-click those 3 dots, and then you there's like a send button because Instagram does it differently. You should just have a copy link right there, but you hit the little blue icon where it says send, and then it'll give you more options, and they'll say copy link. You just take that link, you click on the app, it automatically downloads your video like in less than 30 seconds. And then boom, you could share that video to your Instagram. You could share it wherever else you want because it's saved to your phone, so you can put it wherever the hell you want. So that's really, really cool. I love that app. That app is probably the best I've seen since we've been doing this website. So if you want to save videos of any kind, go for it. And there's no way it's not copyrighted unless it has music to it. I mean, you can't copyright commentary. So it's really good for sports. Music videos and stuff, I don't know about that. But everything else, man, or if you see a funny video, funny meme, funny TikTok, take it. Why not? Who cares? It gets shared anyway. Naman says, Shohei Ohtani has an ERA 2.95 against the AL West in his career. Shohei Ohtani has a 3.51 against the Stros for his career. Yeah, that's the only team he struggles with. Ohtani unicorn bobblehead will be a brilliant idea, Mateo. A brilliant idea. I think you would have to have a shirt with him with an actual picture of a unicorn. I don't think making him into a horse would be all that great. It might offend people. So, but making Ohtani wearing like a hat of a unicorn, or, maybe like those party favor like things where it looks like a unicorn on his head, or a shirt with one and a bat, I think that'd be pretty cool. Because he is the unicorn until different. Greg 37 says Ohtani the hitter saved Ohtani the pitcher. I'll run with that. Why not? And he did a hell of a job. I mean, he pitched his way to a victory, and what is it called? He pitched his way to a victory, and he also hit his way to a victory. I love when he freaking bells himself out, and he pitches just as good as he hits. Let's see. Also, Red Sox losing. I checked in that one. Grillmaster's trying to talk up his see, if you gotta talk up your wang, then you're not exactly
Winning.
Usually it's usually like, how LeBron, like, he likes to call himself the greatest of all time. That's self-proclaimed, bro. Self-proclaimed. Sit your ass down. Like, Jordan never said that. Kobe never said that. That's why they're the GOATs. That's why they're the GOATs. They were told they were the GOATs. They never came out and said they were the GOATs. So I don't respect any guy like that. So get out of here with that. Let's see. Mateo's like, sorry, Nuggets will be joining Cancun with your Warriors very soon. I'm telling you, we're going to see the 2-10 Fakers pretty soon.
Yeah, I know that, dude.
And then we'll be all laughing. Because I remember them winning a bubble championship that nobody cared about, getting a ring pop that nobody cared about, and not having a parade. And the Doyers did that too. So I remember all throughout my life that if you get a parade, that means you won a championship. And I don't remember those two teams getting a parade, so they did not win a championship. MT says, how do I donate to your channel? We haven't even set that up. What you can do, though, maybe, we do have, if you look on our podcast, I think we have something set up for that, or maybe Fernando can send a link, or you can shoot us a message. But if you want to donate, we actually have something that's really worthwhile donating to. We have 2 things coming up. One that we haven't announced yet. Me and Fernando are working on for the kids, and we also have something that we're working on. Well, actually, that we're actually starting. We actually pitched in a couple $100 to a youth pony baseball league in Cyprus, which is all special needs kids and adults. And we pitched in a couple $100 to that. We're going to be putting up video of that, of us being down there. And I have a special needs stepdaughter. So we got her in the league down there. So we're doing charity work with them. We're going to be doing charity work with another organization here pretty soon. So if you guys would want to donate at some point, we'll put that link out there. But we just haven't got it going yet, unless Fernando can whip something up pretty quick, because he's like the genius at that, getting that stuff together. And he's working on something that could be potentially really good for the kids in the community. And he's been trying to get this going for a while, and it has not been his fault. It's been the fault of one Hannah from the Angels. That is hamstring us literally when all we wanted to do was help out in the community and give back to the kids and get younger fans to the game. So Hannah was the one that's kind of put us in a bad spot when we could have had something really good last year. So Mateo says, I hurt my back gardening just now. I'm laying on. Are you serious, Mateo? Gardening? What the hell are you doing? Backflips in your yard? I mean, you don't need to do backflips to pick carrots or whatever the hell you're doing. Hope you're okay, though, my man. Hayes says a unicorn bat. That would be cool. But you know what? They stopped giving those out at Angel Stadium along with baseballs, whether they were sort of soft-looking hard balls or even the puffy cushion-type baseballs. They're scared of things being thrown on the field. Hunter says, okay, the bubble was actually hard. I don't think so, buddy. I don't think so. It was pretty easy. If you remember, a lot of players weren't playing, and I'm saying it was just like baseball. Baseball shouldn't have finished that season. Baseball should have just canceled that season. It would have been better off.
How dare you?
I'm serious. They should have just canceled everything. The NFL was lucky to get in a Super Bowl, and that Super Bowl was pretty cheesy and crappy as well. I thought the Chiefs would show up, and they got spanked and gave another Super Bowl to the other cheater. But probably the greatest of all time, no matter what. He was never, besides deflated balls, he still is, I guess, a champion, I guess. Hate saying that, too. So you're bringing up bad memories, Hunter. Let's see. Also, I want to donate some dank kush. Oh, that'd be nice. Also, Hunter says, yo, what are you guys doing? Well, I can't give it away. I can't give away too much on that one yet until Fernando finalizes it. But it's definitely having to do with kids your age, Hunter. That's definitely for sure. Mateo says, well, the team sure did suck last night. Oh, he's referring to, you always make me look through my damn soundboard right here to play a different one. He always gets me on the ones that I'm not ready for. That's what she said. Let's see, where is it? Damn it. Where is it? 'Cause I usually have it ready, but I don't have it ready this time. It's not
Emotional damage.
It's causing me that, having to look for this damn thing. I gotta really get that one. Sucky. There it is.
Yeah, Mo, that team sure did suck last night. They just plain sucked. I've seen teams suck before, but they were the suckiest bunch of sucks that ever sucked.
Exactly. Let's see. Things you can say about your boat, but not your partner. Nice. Oh, jeez. Hannah Banana Hayes says. MT says, I'm near Cyprus. Send me the details. Love to donate. Okay, we'll do that. Also, my Arizona Coyotes made the bubble NHL playoffs in 2020. If you take that away from us, I will personally beat your ass myself. I'm sorry, Fernando. Damn. Hunter says, look at the Final Four teams from the bubble are all in the Final Four now. Scripted. Hannah, the hula girl from the Arch commercial, maybe that's her. Steve Lee says, I just wanted to say that I was going to stay quiet about Rendon if he didn't get hurt until or till the month of July. But at this point, he needs to get back on the bus back to Washington. Dude, Steve Elise does not like any Rendon. And Rendon, if he knew her, he would say,
How dare you?
Jacob says Lakers Celtics franchise championship tiebreaker. I could see that happening. Also, Steve Elise is right. Not Greyhound bus either. A flex bus. Middle seat. Speaking of Cyprus, wham. Where in Cyprus? I will give you that address stuff because, again, I got a bunch of video and a bunch of pictures that we need to, what do you call it? I got to post, and I'm actually putting together a video for that, and it's very touching because one thing I'll say real quick about that Cyprus teams, there's about 10 teams out there, right? And they range from, you got kids from about Hunter's age and a little younger to when she's like 11. I'm sorry, don't at me if I'm wrong on that, Hunter. But yeah, for kids his age, a little bit younger, all the way to adults about 50 years old. And it's very uplifting to see them out there, and it makes you really appreciate what you have. See, I'm out of shape right now. I'm not in the shape I want to be, but I know I can get into shape at some point if I want to. These kids are giving it, and these adults are giving it all they have, and they're enjoying the 2 innings of baseball that they get. You know, because they literally play 2 innings of baseball. It usually goes about an hour and 45 minutes, maybe 2 hours at the most. And then they get all kinds of snacks, food, and drinks and stuff like that. They get catered stuff, and to see the personalities when they get hits, how they all clap for each other, how there's high fives, there's good sportsmanship. You know, it's just like Little League. You know, if you're playing the Dodgers, like my daughter's team is the Tigers, so they go 1, 2, 3 Dodgers. You know, but who's the best team, and and they get them out there. They even have a couple wheelchair kids, and to see some of them light up, and that's what they wait for all week to get there and play. And when they get the big hit, or they even hit a little ground ball, they're running, they're hustling, and it's like, oh man, it makes you appreciate. And the one thing I love too is they bring in Cypress High School and they bring in Santa Ana High School baseball players. And sometimes they'll come from other cities as well, and they'll come out there to assist the kids that can't run as good or need to be shown which base to go to, or, stay within the lines or field balls, because they all take batting practice before. They take fielding lessons. And to see them working with those kids, pitching to those kids and adults, and to see what you can tell. I went up to a couple of them and were like, hey, man, I went to the coach and was like, you guys are awesome. Like you and the coach was like, my kids are learning on how good they have it, and to appreciate those with needs, and to be respectful. And they're making friends. They're out there talking about UCLA basketball. And I'm not making a joke about it. I always joke about UCLA basketball and Roger Lodge. But I literally saw one of the kids talking about his favorite team was UCLA, and he was talking to one of the high school kids. They were high-fiving. They exchanged Instagrams. It was cute. It was awesome. And then the parents are out there watching every pitch. They're into it. Some parents are really old because their kids are really old, but they're still kids to them because they're stuck in that mindset. So it's just something that you appreciate. It's something really nice. I'm glad I got pulled into it, and the page got pulled into it, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, and I'm gonna continue to support it. And it's just something that gets you thinking. You know what I mean? Like you can appreciate what you got, and you appreciate what they have, and because what they have in all actuality is maybe half or less of what you got physically, mentally, but they make the most of it, damn it, and they always do it with a smile on their face, and they're so proud, and it's that makes their day. So anything you could be to high five them and to cheer them on, to see them so happy, it warms my heart. It just does. It was just so awesome to see. Let's see. Also, let's get into a few more comments here. I missed a couple right there. No. Papa Fox said I couldn't, but Rendon couldn't stay healthy. As far as she wanted to talk crap about him, but he couldn't stay healthy. I hurt my back in my yard because I was moving tree stumps. God damn, that's pretty heavy. You're supposed to get a horse for that, or a tractor. Mateo says, can we get more bobbleheads besides Trout and Ohtani? Nope. Hunter says 11, attaboy. Kids are actually 6 and older. Yeah, there you go, Steve Elise. And let's see, Matt Grillmaster says, I'm 22, so what does that make me? Still a kid. Infinite One says, nothing else matters when you see beautiful things like that. Absolutely. Absolutely. And just like, the kids get up for it, it's every Saturday morning at 9 in the morning. They look for that all week besides school. So, I look forward to going now too. And I've gone just about every week except the rain out week. I think it rained the day before or so, and they had to cancel everything because the fields were too muddy and they didn't want to risk any of the kids falling or anything. So there you go. So if you want to call in, 714-598-3221 is the number to call. We'll take a few phone calls before we get out of here. Big 20 says school sucks. So, yeah, he's Mr. Homeschooled right now, I believe.
Oh, gnarly!
Yep, he's homeschooled. Speaking of, it's the Halo Honk Line. What's going on, my man?
Nothing much. I just served, and dude, this guy, he totally tried to call me off my wave because I was behind him and I was doing really good, and then he blamed me for burning him, and I'm like, bro, that's my wave. Like, be quiet. And then what's it called? 7 more days till my birthday or something. 6 more days.
Another candle is ignited. Or, no, another candle is extinguished. You got 6 candles left to your birthday.
Yep. 6 more days almost, because it's almost Tuesday. And, yeah, 6 more days.
There you go.
I'm only going to be 17 or 16 for like a week, and it's going to be awesome when I turn 17. Because I'm going to be like, I'm going to do a big cannonball into the river. I'm going to be like, 17, bam, and I'm going to be a big splash for 17.
When you come to our what is it called? We're gonna have an event here in June. I'm gonna announce it for a Heady night at Noble Brewing. You're gonna come and we're gonna get you a what is it called? Shirley Temple Bong. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to see you chug that.
Oh yeah, and then in about a couple minutes, I'll be like, I'm super hammered.
Yeah, you're gonna be like our boy. What's his name? Will Ferrell from Old School.
Yeah, but that's only if I have my job. But I probably will. I have 2 more days or 1 more day until I go interview for it.
Well, I mean, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, well, Ohtani won today, and hopefully we can win tomorrow when I'm watching the game. And go Angels!
All right, go Angels.
Yep, bye.
There goes Big Hammer right there. Grillmaster continues with his stuff. The horny stuff is not corny, or is mostly corny. It's the Halo Honk Line.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's serving me. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
Oh yeah, nice game. But
yes.
Not. I did predict that Ohtani's gonna get crushed. Yeah, he kind of did, but he almost hit for the cycle, so I'm kind of happy. Pretty happy actually.
Well, you did call that his sweeper would get him in trouble, so you were 1 for 1 right there.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a good call, and you did say he was going to struggle in Baltimore, so actually 2 for 2. So not bad.
But I did not say he did very well in hitting. So I think that just covers his struggles. He did also go 7 innings though, so like. He saved some bullpen, some like arms. So, like sometimes when you give up like 5 or 7 runs, you just go out early. But he wasn't like that. He pitched 7 innings and like saved us like bullpen arms. That's pretty good.
Oh yeah, I mean that's what you want from your ace. You want your ace to give you innings first off, Second, you want to always have him keep you in games to where you have a chance to either come back or keep the lead, get it to that bullpen, or you want an ace to stop losing streaks. And again, we were on a 2-game little losing streak here, and he stopped it. So he stopped it with his bat and his pitching, because even though he gave up 5 runs and those 3 home runs, he kind of settled down. You know what I mean? Like he just settled down, got into a groove, and he was okay. So I thought it was a nice start by him. Either way.
Yeah, it was a pretty nice start. Hopefully he starts not from his sweepers. Like, I heard he only threw it like 29% of the time. That's much less than 50%, like against the Houston Astros.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he starts throwing a splitter. But like I mentioned earlier, he gets blisters a lot from the splitter, so it's not like he doesn't want to like throw it a lot.
Well, you know what? To be honest with you, Supra, I think when he pitches, his fastball, his slider, down, and his split finger must look like golf balls. But for some reason, that sweeper, when it comes down the middle like that, it must look like a beach ball compared to the other pitches.
Yeah, he needs to stop throwing it down the middle. It's a good pitch, but anything's gonna get crushed down the middle.
Yep. But
what else do I say? Who's pitching tomorrow? Sosa. I think he's gonna give up 3 runs within 5 or 6 innings, 5 to 7 strikeouts, and that's about it. Some of the hitters I checked on the reports, they're pretty good against Sosa last time he started. I don't know if Sosa made any adjustments or new pitches. I think he throws a new cutter, but let's see how he does at Baltimore Stadium.
Yeah, he'll be opposed by Dean Kramer, because again, I want to see what Silseth can do. We all saw that he was really good out of the bullpen, getting a lot of ground ball outs, not really racking up the strikeouts. But I want to see what he does against that good lineup. If he could stick in there and give us 5, maybe 6 innings, I'd be happy with that. But if he runs into any trouble, I doubt he'll go 5, because Nevin will have a quick hook for some reason. But they're going against Kramer, who's 4-1 in 41 innings pitched with a 4.97 ERA. He has given up some runs, including 7 home runs already. So in a ballpark where you can hit the ball still pretty good, that might play into our favor tomorrow. And then you got Canning on Wednesday. Canning's going to go up against Bradish, who came over in the trade. Fernando and James were talking about this on the podcast. He came over on the trade for Dylan Bundy. So Bradish has made it to the major leagues. Maybe, like they said, he's looking for revenge. He's a lefty. So far this year, he's 1-1 with a 4.56 ERA. And then in the finale on Thursday, it'll be Wells, who's pitched fairly good for the Orioles, Tyler Wells. This year, he's 3-1 with a 2.68 ERA in 7 games started. So he's pitching up against Tyler Anderson, who Anderson's going to have a really good start. His last couple starts have been pretty good, getting back to normal, but he still has a high ERA at 5.26.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough series, but we just need to score runs like we did today, and I think we should be good. And of course, and the current scores, let me check. The Braves ass fucked the Texas Rangers 12-0. The Seattle Mariners gang banged the Boston Red Sox. Now they're 21-20. I think they're 1 game behind us.
Oh, great.
The A's, I don't know if the A's. The Astros are leading the Chicago Cubs for 6-4. So at the 9th inning, I don't know how the standings look like, but I'd find out after the Astros or the Cubs win.
Yeah, right now we're sitting at 3.5 with Houston at 3.5. So if Houston holds on, they're going to be three back. We're going to stay Actually, no. We're gonna be the same. Wait, 21 and 19, 22 and yeah, we're gonna stay the same. We're gonna be just a percentage point back in second place. We'll be 3 games total back if all holds on, because Texas lost. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, Aaron Loop. So Aaron Loop, I think he's gonna get DFA'd as soon as he gets back. I don't even want to trust him anymore. He's gonna cost us games.
They're gonna pitch him. They're gonna give him probably another week or two, and if he sucks, they'll probably DFA him. But he's definitely gonna have a chance to come back. Unfortunately,
the Loop. I think after Loop, that's gonna be Ben Joyce's time to shine. But it's primarily, I think it's Nevin's fault for putting him in like stupid situations. Just like, and the coaching, like they're trying to make him like a strikeout pitcher, and he's not a strikeout pitcher. So,
exactly.
But
hey, real quick, since we touched on the standings, check this out, Supra. Oakland is 9-33, right? They've scored 159 runs, which is one of the lowest in the league. They've given up 316 runs, which is 90 runs higher than the second worst team that's given up most runs. And they have a differential between scoring runs and giving up runs of 157. God damn. That's terrible.
Yeah, that's a rough team. But, I mean, I expected this because they're not a good team. Maybe Brett Rooker is like the only bright spot of their team. Like,
if you're good, you're going to be traded. If you're in Oakland, if you get anywhere good, they're going to just be like, you're traded. So
yeah, they're gonna trade a lot of people.
Oh yeah, but all right, Super.
Yeah,
you take it easy, man.
Yep. You have a good day, bro.
All right, later. That's Super right there. Let's see. Johnny Be Good says the unicorn people would be offended if we did a unicorn shirt or a hat. IE says I think Ohtani should lay off the sweeper for a while. That shit is getting lit up. Also, Fernando says, glad we got an opportunity to help the kids. Here's to the more community outreach projects, my friend. Absolutely. Cheers to that, my friend. Let's see. Mateo says, when is Papa Fox making an appearance? Very, very soon. I know I've been pushing that a little bit, but he's coming around. I think he's going to come. Make sure you have a Shirley Temple, Jacob says, to our boy Big 20. Let's see. What's the number? It's 714-598-3221. Let's see. Also, Grill Master, sometimes it's not good to try your jokes on here. Also, if they are in Burbic Cordic, it takes 5. Always talking about the joke right there. See, it's going back and forth. Fernando says, we want Hunter. Yeah, call in Hunter. So there you go. It's the Halo Honk line. Hello?
Good, Todd.
What's up, my friend?
Not knowing what you say, you know what you say. Who is this? Who I think it is? Different intro.
There you go. So how you been, man? It's been a long time no talk.
Yeah. Oh, I have a lot of baseball and a lot of sports. So, been pretty busy.
I've heard.
You like the Angels? Well, great job tonight.
What did you like out of it the most tonight?
Hitting. Not many. Like you said, Neto went 0 for 4, but he did get productive outs.
Yep, he had the sacrifice. He had a nice defensive play. I mean, again, that's all you need, right?
Yep, we didn't call him up to hit 375 for however long we needed him. We needed him to just fill a role, and it's exactly that. Ran into some homers here and there as well, so pretty nice.
Yeah, and he'll get his eventually. I mean, people keep forgetting this kid literally is not too much older than you. You know what I mean? Like, he's just born like a decade more than you are. So he's up here super early.
Yeah. He's a baby.
Yeah, he sure is. He's you know, you're the only thing more of a baby than he is. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you're still I mean, look at you. You hit a grand slam. First off, how did you feel when that ball came off your bat?
Well, first of all, I didn't feel it. It hit like the sweet spot of the barrel, so I felt it, and I heard my name, and I just ran fast as I could, and I saw the wave home. It would have been gone if the fences were like 340 feet. So, don't got that much pop.
Yeah, but what are they, like 250 or 220, something like that?
Or normally they're like, yeah, it's like 240, 250, but it was just a different like field that we normally play at, so they were like 320 to 340, something like that.
Isn't it weird though? Because I've had a few of those when I played, and the farthest home run I ever hit, I hit it into a pool that was in center field, and I remember it was a pitch like a slider from a left-hander that was just coming from the outside corner right down the middle, and I remember kind of golfing it, and it came off the sweet spot of the bat, and just like you said, and I remember just putting the bat down and running because I thought I hit it hard and it was maybe going to go in the gap. And then when I got to first base, I just happened to look up and it went over the fence and way over the fence. And I didn't realize I hit it that far. So it was something like that then, huh?
Yeah, for real.
That's awesome.
And then, I think I told you this, but Nolan Arenado, his dad is actually my coach.
Yeah, I heard about
He was
that.
like waving me on. I was like, sick.
That's awesome.
I went. That was my only hit of the tournament, but I hit I could have easily gone 5 for 7, but I just hit 4 balls hard, just right at guy.
Did you tell his father, hey man, I'm gonna be playing with your son in the majors one day?
That'd be sick.
See? Who knows, man? I mean, the way your mom and dad are pumping out baseball players right there. He was telling me when I met up with your dad at the game, and he was like, "Yeah, we got this kid. One of my sons got a tournament here. Hunter's got a tournament there. He's got a baseball game there." It's like your mom and dad were like driving you guys all. I mean, they were going crazy, taking you from game to game, tournament to tournament. So kudos to them because that's what it takes, man. When you make the majors, you buy them a nice home or a car. Because that's how you say thank you for all that time you put into my sport.
My mom just said thanks for the shout out, Todd.
Well, yeah, I mean they do a great job. I mean it takes a village to make a baseball player, and they're doing it. So.
Yeah, my older brother and my mom can hear him.
Oh, okay. Tell him I said what's up. Hey, how's it going?
Mom.
Well, it was a big win tonight, Hunter. We'll have you here in studio, or we're going to be doing a massive tailgate July 1st. So hopefully you don't have a tournament game that day. It's going to be we're going to make an announcement. We're going to be giving away some free stuff. We're going to have food, and then the game itself, we're going to have an entire section for all of the Heedy fans to sit in. So make sure you're there for that too. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Hunter.
Bye.
You have a good one, bro.
Sure.
All right, that's Hunter right there. That's our little all-star. Let's see. Crowns. He gets the crown from Fernando. Yes, Big Hammer. It looks like we're getting a list of people who want to come in studio. See, when you make the show, Hunter, you still expected to come in on our show. Exactly. Hunter's our little MVP right there. Justin Opson says Angels pay Ohtani $60 million a year, and we all lose together. Oh man, it's gonna be amazing what he's gonna command, and he's gonna get it. Not right now. You can't say it in the last couple starts, but he's gonna get back to Shohei Ohtani. His ERA being sub 200 and all that stuff. I mean, the guy is just a unicorn. There's nothing you could say. The Babe Ruth thing is so tired, so old. I'm there with Fernando. It's ridiculous. It's not even the same. Like, it's over 100 years ago. Baseball has transformed so much. I mean, again, these are the best athletes with the best trainers, with the best sports medicine, best diets. I mean, these are Greek gods playing sports compared to a guy like Babe Ruth, who was smoking cigars in the dugout, drinking beer, having all-nighters. with doing various things that we can't talk about on here because Hunter's on here, and also like just eating whatever he wants, hot dogs during games. I mean, come on, man. I mean, you've seen how some of these ball players, the Kansas City Royals ball player, he wound up throwing up on the field. You saw freaking what do you call it, Dylan Bundy throw up in New York, and that was probably from just not eating right. That wasn't probably, or maybe just a stomach flu, but you got to perform. I mean, it takes a lot. I mean, for just think about like what Hunter and other kids that young, they're having to perform in front of lots of fans that most of us didn't see till we got to high school. If we didn't play competitive little league or go in travel ball and stuff like that, tournaments. I mean, I didn't. My little league, there was hardly any parents there. And my parents didn't really support me playing baseball that much. I just did it to do it. And then high school was a different story. I mean, I played for a high school team that didn't start getting good till I was about ready to graduate. We were terrible. Couldn't draw flies. Probably had more flies at the stadium than we had fans. So, yeah. Fernando says Hayes says, what day for the Heedy event, ToddFox? July 1st is the tailgate, which is the massive tailgate, which is, I'll say it right now, but, I'll give you the price. But basically, I mean, this is not even with all the perks yet ironed out. But for July 1st, you're going to get a free Halos in the Infield shirt, NWO style, wrestling style. The NWO logo, but it'll say Heedy. So everybody that purchases tickets through 714 Tickets, the way we tell you to purchase them, which they will be on sale starting tomorrow, because that's why we're going to make the announcement. You're going to get a shirt. You're going to get your own set of Thunder Sticks. And obviously it's a bobblehead night. And then you're also going to be able to partake in whatever we're making, cooking, or whatever at the freaking tailgate. And then we're going to have prizes to give away as well. Some swag from 714 Tickets and some autograph stuff and some merchandise from our little show here. So, I mean, and it's going to be fun. I mean, it's going to be an all-day event. And you could probably partake if you want to kick it at Noble first. We're going to have a deal on that we're going to announce that you can go over there, throw back a few after the game. For a good price, for a Heedy price. We have our own price. That's how cool we are for beers. And, oh, man, wait till you hear the beer specials you can get. And for our baseball night is now been confirmed, and we'll give you all the details for that. It's going to be confirmed for June 10th, which is a Saturday at Noble Brewery. It will be the first ever Halos in the Infield remote. We'll be there doing a live show pregame with James, a watch party throughout the game with Heedy Crew, and then the postgame show. And during the whole show, you're going to have food specials. You're going to have beer specials. And after the 7th inning, you're really going to like the beer specials. Trust me. So if you're drinking, and it's kid friendly too. So there's going to be sodas. There's going to be Shirley Temples for all. And if you like juice, they'll have juice as well. So it's not just beer. So it's fun for the family. There's going to be those giant checker things. There's going to be friggin', what is it called? Cornhole, all that stuff. It's going to be fun. Let's see. Hopefully I will see Todd on the 19th of August. You should, Mateo. I won't miss you there. Now that we're 42 games into the season, how do you like the pitch timer? I do like it personally. I just don't like it in person. The games go by way too fast in person, but on TV, I don't mind it so much. Hayes says Babe Ruth was the best of the worst. Shohei Ohtani is the best of the best, making him the greatest player to date. Absolutely. And how awesome that is to be a Japanese fan or a Japanese youngster like Hunter playing overseas and being like, I want to be the next Shohei Ohtani. Because we take for granted of all these players. That's why the Dominicans now are so good too, because they have so many role models to look after. The Cubans and Venezuelans and everyone that plays internationally can say, hey, I want to be the next Roberto Clemente, Vladimir Guerrero, David Ortiz, and so on and so on and so on, Sammy Sosa. That's how it is now with Japan. It was Ichiro and Matsui. Now you got Shohei, you got Darvish, you got all these other players making the league. That's great. It's great to grow the game. And now you have guys like Sandoval doing it for Mexico. Now you got a lot of players that maybe are not as good as in soccer, but they could throw a ball. And they're like, hey, you know what? I want to be the next Patrick Sandoval. Why not? it's great for the game, dude. I love it. Let's see. Also, how many cops does it take to change a light bulb? It turned itself. I thought we told you to stop with your jokes. Hunter says Shirley Temples are so good. See? Big 20 doesn't know what he's missing. ToddFox, bro, you're really making a difference in the Angels community. So much respect for you and your team. It's not just me, brother. I appreciate that, though, Hayes, but this is a group effort. You know, it's me, it's Fernando, it's James, it's Dominique, it's Andrews, guys behind the scenes, it's Courtney, it's Randy when he was here, it's everybody that's ever, you know, even Chase, who hasn't been with a page in over a year. We've all put in our time and hard work. And if I left out a couple people, I'm brain farting. Oh, yeah, Rob, and we've had a team since day one, and you know, it started with me and Fernando, but it's moved on, and again, it's been so good. We, you know, at times we felt we haven't gotten as far as we should, but right now I think we're on a good pace, and we're making a lot of, like, the progress we're making this year is what we wanted to do last year. So last year was not only frustrating on the field, watching the team just be so terrible, but now we're seeing they're at least a little bit better. We have more to talk about. There's more. You know, you can be a little bit more optimistic, and then we've had things go our way. Whereas last year we kept getting doors slammed in our face, even for things that we wanted to do. I mean, Fernando wanted to do beach cleanups. I mean, we had all this kind of stuff that we had in the plans that we wanted to do. We just couldn't get the funding, or we just couldn't get people to back it. And for whatever reason, this year it's working. You know, we've been told yes more than we've been told no, and that's great. And we do want to be that part of Angels community. We didn't just want to be a podcast and just, you know, take from the fans. You know, we like making shirts, and whatever we sell doesn't go back into our pockets, because we haven't even been able to do that yet. We went away from, we were going third party, and they were raping us, and we had nothing to put back into the show. We were putting that money back into the show, getting tickets, or trying to give free, you know, because again, all those hats I gave away last year were out of my pocket. I paid for all that stuff. Nobody helped me out. You know, Fernando, when he did his giveaway stuff, he was pitching in, helping me out a little bit. But, I mean, like, he had his own stuff that he was trying to do and get out there. I mean, all of us are in the red. You know, me and Fernando especially. And so it's like, when we get this merchandise out there, all that profit that we would get back that we're going to start doing next month, or giveaways, it's to you, the fans that have been supporting our podcast, supporting whatever we do. Coming to the events or whatever, that's for you guys, and that's us saying thank you. If you want to purchase them, that's cool too, because we give them away, or we let you guys win them on trivia. But when it comes down to, if you want to, you know, buy some merch, just know that it doesn't go back to us. It goes back to getting more stuff to give away, to give out, or like the things that Fernando's doing with that hopefully we'll be able to announce here soon too. And you know, it's all to give back to the community, give back to like the little pony ball baseball thing. So again, I appreciate that. We really do. So there you go. Let's see, which Mario soundboard right there? Yeah, it's this one. Justin Option says, "Oh, I miss Randy. Bring him back now." Well, you know what? I'll just say this real quick. Yeet says real quick, you think baseball will ever grow in Europe and Americas in the Caribbean? Caribbean, I don't know, but you have seen, you know, the Danish side. They're getting into it. They're much better. Britain is growing. We talked to Angels UK, and the Angels UK is what is it called? He was saying that a lot of baseball players, they had some baseball camps out there. A lot of high schools are still now picking up the sport as a legit sport. So you'll see that rise to the top at some point. So I do think they'll improve, but it's going to take some time. Look at Australia. Australia's coming out of nowhere, and they're actually putting a lot of players in the majors, or at least the minors right now. Hayes says, your hard work doesn't go unnoticed, brother. Oh, I appreciate that, Hayes. Is Roger Lodge talking UCLA basketball? You damn right he is. Let's see. I've been goated. I appreciate that. Also, Justin Option, like I said, Randy, shout out to Randy, though. We talked things out and everything else like that. So just want to say, if anyone was wondering if we're at odds with Randy, we're not. We're all good. We kind of had a little moment there, and then it's just best right now that he's going to be starting his own podcast. We'll be promoting that for him. Him and Rob will be doing that. And they'll be their own separate entity like they want it to be. And it'll be good because they got good stuff if you've ever heard their shows. And they're going to be doing a lot of football. So that'll be good for when the season's over. If you want to check out on us and check to them, go for it. But shout out to Randy, though. He lost his grandma on Mother's Day yesterday. So big shout out to him. If you guys want to send him a message or just, say, be nice to him the next time, because I think that's probably a lot of times issues come up with people, and sometimes they can't keep their feelings in because they got other stuff out on the outside. I've been guilty of that too. So it is what it is, man. But shout out to Randy, and prayers for him. Hopefully everything in time can heal. It's always tough losing someone like that. Let's see. Also, Hayes says, I'm 100% down for the beach cleanup. Well, there you go, Hayes. There's one for Fernando. And because I'm telling you, we're trying to get a group for that. I won a Tim Salmon jersey giveaway last year. Thank you. And we'll always keep supporting Heedy. I appreciate that, Hayes. We're going to have a lot more stuff going on with that. More jerseys and shirts to give away. Trust me, it's just been a rough couple months. But I'm telling you, when June starts, it's on like Donkey Kong. We got stuff in the works. So Trucker Hat Trivia will be back, and we'll have some shirts and stuff to give away. Let's see. We will talk UCLA and Bill Walton. Mateo says, should be called the Rob and Randy Rants. Rest in peace to Randy's grandma. Appreciate that right there. Yeet says, have you ever heard of Pantune 24/7 Dodgers fan travel group? In Heedy 2024 needs an invasion of the Angels away game, maybe San Diego, Dodger Stadium, Oakland, or Diamondback Stadium. Well, I'll tell you this right now. If we get the turnout, because I didn't get the 200 tickets I wanted for July 1st, but I got 150. So if we sell out those 150, by all means, we will set something up for next year for sure. So if you guys can help and we get those 150 tickets sold, damn right, we'll make a road trip, because that sounds like a great job. Great idea. Sorry. Mateo says 714 tickets, and we will have that announcement on how much it'll cost. And trust me, just think about this though, for a bobblehead night and the stuff we're going to be giving away, and a potential for you, if you don't mind walking, for saving on parking, that's $20 more into your pocket, plus the 10% off and all that good stuff. You'll like the price, trust me. So there you go. Yeah, Yeet, I'm trying to get everyone out here to Texas in September. See, that'd be great too. I'd fly out this summer and do a beach cleanup right there. Yeah, Fernando's been pushing that because that's a quality cause right there. What's up with C-Rod? No news on him other than he's been shut down, my friend. And that's Fernando saying that too. Back issues, so he's having a Chris Canning thing. Thank you, Justin Option, and everybody else for your comments, thoughts, and everything else like that. And like I said, if you want to give a shout-out to Randy, please do so. That he would appreciate that big time. He may be a big raging Irish at times, but he still has a big heart. And it's always tough losing a loved one. Like I said, I mean, last year was any Mother's Day for me, or anyone that's lost a loved one. Mother's Day or especially mother, and then Mother's Day comes up and you don't have one, it's rough. I try not to think about it, because I was one of those that never really. Oh, here we go. Here's Fernando.
Hey, what's up, man? Not really much baseball to talk today. Good team win. There's not much to say. Shohei Ohtani, the pitcher, maybe didn't have the best performance, but Shohei Ohtani, the batter, made up for it. And I mean, I guess if you're going to poop the bed doing one thing, at least you can make up for it doing the other, right? But I wouldn't even be that concerned about his pitching. It's just the last 4 games for him on the mound haven't been the best. But, this is Shohei Ohtani. This is the contract year. You said it. He's going to figure it out. But really, I wanted to call so I can say, since you're getting a little sentimental right now about the page, and, people are thanking us for the community stuff. Really, I just wanted to come on and just say that I'm happy where we finally are. I mean, the rest of the team have worked our asses off. Sorry, Hunter, for the last couple of years. And to finally be at a point where you've gotten a lot more yeses than no, man, I wish I could be there with you in Cali to help. And I know that's what you always say when you call me as soon as these are over, the meetings. You're like, man, I wish you were here. I wish you could have met this person. Man, you're really good at this stuff. You're really good at pitching this stuff. I wish you were there. And, man, whenever I get those phone calls, I just get more sad that I'm out here. But super excited for, what we have in the future. Super excited for what we have coming in either August or September with school kids. Just super awesome support. We've always said that we'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies. We don't need 4,000 Twitter followers. We don't need 4,000 people to tune into the post-game show. The 50, 60 people that tune in who continuously comment and continuously show us support, that's always been enough for you and I, and more so this year.
Absolutely. I mean, that's like I said, like you said, it's beautiful. Like if you were in those meetings with me, it's like you'd have something, because I always leave those meetings like, damn, I should have said something else, or Fernando would have said it better, or something like that, because we work good off of each other. Whether it's a podcast or when we're talking about stuff like this, we're able to throw ideas together and come up with things to make things work. Or, you know what I mean? Like we've always been like a family, like together, like all of us, in the group, we've all worked through issues together. And the page has sort of like been something that's all kept us together when things have been rough. So the fact that we're able to, like you said, to get more yeses than nos and things start to work. I mean, hopefully soon you're out here and you'll be able to be a part of this as well in person, because you're one of the pillars of this page, my man. Like, so am I, dude. It's like we're the originals. We're the OGs.
Yeah, and every two-headed monster needs a team. So we're fortunate that we're not like some of the NBA teams that are just top heavy. We have our supporting cast. And we've been pretty fortunate. Yeah, we've had our spats. Yeah, we've had our issues in the past. But, you're in the group chat, man. The amount of camaraderie, the conversations and the goodwill we have towards each other is awesome. And then, the connection that you and I had made with the listeners themselves, getting constant messages from people. And, we have people follow me on my personal Instagram. I'm sure the same way. And, the baseball conversations they share, just the conversations about life, it's awesome. The community softball event we had, we got to do more of those this off season, and just more community events to just make the community a better place. It's easy nowadays to make a podcast. You can go on Anchor and make one yourself for free. But what you can't do is spend thousands of your own money to donate to the community, make merch, do things with that, and with the profits from the merch, then donate it. Help start the conversations about minor leaguers and be part of the change to help the minor leaguers finally get unionized. Were we the reason that happened? No, but Kyron Lovegrove was. We had him on the show multiple times. We had a roundtable with him. We had Ty on multiple times. And not only that, man, think about the friendships we've made with these players. Scott Spezio on, Ty Buttry, everybody from Valley Sports West, basically, except for Patrick O'Neill. You're never allowed on.
Yes, never.
But it's just, it's awesome. I can ramble forever, and I'm sure we will, but the goal is for this page to be around for years. So here's the bigger and better, my friend. Congratulations on what you've done so far, and super happy that we met on Angel Central. It didn't last long, but it's not about that. It's about what we were able to build from the ground up. It would have been easy to join a page with 17,000 people, but it's a lot better to build from the ground up because your community is only as strong as a foundation.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it was. I was feeling a little dirty if we would have stuck over there because, again, we were given that, and I much rather earn it. So. There you go.
Well, you were feeling a little dirty because you had to change a lot of diapers.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, don't worry. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes we have to change diapers in the group chat between all of us, really. I mean, nobody's perfect in the group chat. It gets a little heated between all of us. You and I, Courtney, James, you name it. Up and down the line, we all get a little heated from time to time. But, no, it's always been all love at the end of the day. And, you guys have gotten me through some of my darkest days, and I'm sure you'd say the exact same thing. And so is the community. So thanks for taking the call. Thanks for everyone in the chat. You guys mean the absolute world to us. Hopefully we get to see some of you guys on the 28th of May when I'm out there. I know everyone really in Hitty's going to be there. Well, I'm super excited to see everybody. For sure for the tailgate, I'll be flying out for that again too. And maybe we should get this beach cleanup thing going, man. I'm all in.
Well, I'm telling you, I mean, the way things are rolling right now, you might as well keep on the winning streak, right?
Yeah. Hey, and maybe doing some good stuff for the community will continue to pump some good juju
winning.
into the Angels clubhouse because they got the win today, but they're going to need some good juju to take out the demons that have been in those clubhouses for a decade now.
Dude, I would love to dress as a clown and give those guys a motivational speech. That's all I'm saying.
I'd like to dress as Artie Moreno, which is basically a clown. All right, man. Have a good night.
All right, you too, brother. That's Fernando right there checking in, the Lone Star Halo. Follow him on Instagram. That'll be it for me tonight. I'm going to get inside where it's nice and cooler. Again, I came out here in a flannel and did not turn on the AC, which I do have an AC in the studio, but you got to turn it in from the inside. Thank you so much for Hayes. I've been reading your comments during his when he was talking right now, and thank you, Justin Option, as well. Appreciate the love. Me and my buddy are thinking of starting an Angels baseball group club in Cal State University of Fullerton. There are a lot of Angel fans and students, and the stadium is 10 minutes away. We would love to collab with Heedy. Well, you know what? Well, then freaking hit us up, Yeet. You got my information, or you got the page's information. Collab, man. The more Angels fans, the better. I can give you some business cards that have all our social media information on it. So there you go. The more the better. You can get the more subscribers over. We can pump whatever they're trying to do too for Angel Nights and stuff like that. There's always a you scratch my back, I scratch your back type thing. I mean, that's what we've always. I straight up told Noble Brewing, like, we're not interested in money. Like, if you want to pay us down the line, that's fine. But we have to prove ourselves. We have to prove that we can get Angel fans to your establishment and fill your establishment, get patrons there even on games we're not there. So, you know what I mean? Like, if we got people walking into your establishment being like, hey, I'm from Halos in the Infield, or hey, I'm mentioning Halos in the Infield, bam, get your discount. That just tells that we're strong in the Angels community. So we want that to be the thing. We want that to be the thing so that you guys get backs. When you don't have to pay for parking, you can get some free beer or money off of beer or money off of food or money off of tickets. You know what I mean? Like let's make this all inclusive for everybody. You know what I mean? Like this. Let's be that community, and let's give back too when we get a chance, because there's people out there struggling too. That's why we're gonna get some. Before I get out of here, we're gonna get some family 4-packs. From 714 tickets to give away to some families that you can't afford to go to games. So stuff like that, dude, that's going to be under our control as well. So there you go. So, yeah, Yeet, hit me up. And if anyone else has ideas, we're always open for ideas and collaborating with people too. Won't be able to make it on June 10th because of my friend's graduation party, and I'm going to get lit. So, yeah, see, you're in trouble, Big 20. I wanted you there to drink some Shirley Temples. I had all the Shirley and the Temple mixed into one big blender, and we're going to have it on ice. Make it even like a margarita for you, and then throw a bunch of cherries on top, and then have you experience that Big Hammer. See, you got to be there for it to be a Big Hammer night. But see, you're gonna choose your friend's graduation. See, that's not winning.
Wow, winning.
So come on, man, got to think about that one, Hammer. No, just kidding.
I'm so wasted.
All right, guys, have a good night. We will see you tomorrow. We will do this, hopefully run this back on another Angels victory. Go Halos!